Cold open. Picture this. You're at a networking event, a friend's party, or even waiting in line for coffee. Someone walks up and smiles. Hey, how's it going? Good. You? Pretty good. So, what do? You trade a few safe answers. Then, silence. Not the comfortable kind. The kind where both of you suddenly pretend to check your phone because neither of you knows what to say next. We've all been there. And here's the strange part. That awkward moment isn't caused by a lack of confidence. It's caused by a lack of skill. Most people believe great conversationalists are born with natural charisma, that they always know the perfect thing to say. They don't. They've simply learned something the rest of us never did. And once you understand it, conversations stop feeling like a test. They start feeling effortless. Because the biggest myth about communication is this. People think being good at conversations means talking more. In reality, the people who seem the most interesting usually spend the least amount of time talking. Setup. For years, I thought I was just socially awkward. I'd replay conversations in my head for hours. I'd think about what I should have said. I'd avoid introducing myself to new people because I was terrified of running out of things to say. Whether it was a work event, a wedding, a family gathering, or meeting someone for the first time, the outcome was usually the same. A few polite sentences, then an awkward silence. I assumed there was something wrong with me. Maybe I wasn't outgoing enough. Maybe I wasn't funny enough. Maybe I just wasn't built for small talk. But after watching people who could walk into any room and instantly connect with strangers, I noticed something surprising. They weren't smarter. They weren't more entertaining. And they definitely weren't using memorized conversation tricks. They were following a simple pattern, a pattern anyone can learn. After years of trial and error, I realized there are only the skills that keep almost every conversation alive. The first one is the most important. Ask intentional questions. First principle, ask intentional questions. Imagine someone tells you, I went golfing this weekend. Most people respond with, oh, nice. And just like that, the conversation dies. Now watch what happens when you ask a better question. Which course did you play? They answer. How long have you been playing? Another answer. What got you into golf in the first place? Now they're telling you a story. Without realizing it, you've gone from awkward small talk to a real conversation. Here's why this works. People love talking about experiences that matter to them. Not because they're self-centered, but because that's where their emotions are. Every thoughtful question uncovers another layer, another story, another memory, another direction the conversation can go. Think of every conversation like walking through a city. A one-word response is a dead end. A great question opens another street, then another, then another. You don't need to know anything about golf. You don't need a funny joke. You don't need an impressive story. You just need genuine curiosity. Ironically, the people who seem like the best talkers are usually the best question askers. Because questions keep conversations moving. But asking questions is only half the equation. Most people make one mistake immediately after asking them. And that mistake quietly kills the conversation before it ever has a chance to become meaningful.